welcome back to our channel. My name is Ruth, and in today's video, I'd like to share with you how vision board changed my life and prove that it works. So in the beginning part of this video, I'd like to read to you a particular section in my book called 10 Laws of Limitless Success. And in this particular part, it's in regard to vision. So vision in its ordinary meaning is defined as the faculty or state of being able to see. Another dictionary meaning to vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom or a mental image of what the future will be or could be like. Now, our vision plays a pivotal part in getting to our destination. In fact, it is the most important part. I recall one day when I was driving home and suddenly it began to rain heavily. The rain was so heavy that even when I maxed out my windscreen wiper speed, I could not see clearly. All I could see was raindrops on my windscreen. I know there were cars in front of me by their headlights, but I could not see the type of car or their color. All the cars around me were driving slower than usual. I saw some cars around me pulling over and parked on the side of the road. Like me, their vision was impaired by the heavy rain. Although we did not know each other on the road that day, it felt like we were all in it together, as we all had our vision impaired and we were either going slower than usual or pulling over to wait until the rain had subsided before we continued our journey to our destination. Now, some of you may have experienced the above yourselves and know exactly how I felt. How many of you have experienced that? Yeah. Well, some of us may begin to doubt ourselves and fear begins to kick in. We were wondering, what if I drive on the wrong side of the road? What if I go off the main road and end up in a ditch? We're wondering if we're doing the right thing. We're wondering if we're going slow enough or too fast. We begin to lose confidence. We begin to worry about getting to the destination on time. We begin to think if we're even doing the right thing by continuing the journey, if we're putting our lives or others at risk by driving when we can't see, or if we should pull over or wait until the rain has subsided before we continue the journey. Just as driving in the heavy rain, having a lack of vision in your life could rob us from being able to achieve unlimited success. If we can hardly see where we're going, it can slow us down. We may never get to our destination on the desired time. We could be going down the wrong path and making mistakes and end up hurting ourselves and others, which we could have avoided if only we had clear vision. If we had a clear vision, what could have taken us years and years may only take a moment to accomplish. If we're driving on a clear day when the sun is shining bright, we can see where we're going with confidence. We're not second-guessing ourselves along the way to our destination. We may even enjoy the ride and sing along to our favorite song all the way to the destination and get there on time. In the same way, if you have a clear vision for your life, then you will run with confidence and are likely to achieve limitless success within the desired time frame. So that's a little excerpt from my book, 10 Laws of Limitless Success. Well, in the next part of the video, I'd like to share with you just a very brief story as to how having a vision completely changed my life. See, a number of years ago, I was very, very frustrated on the inside, but on the outside, everything seemed perfect. I was working as a lawyer in a law firm. I was a fitness trainer with the government gym. I was training ladies on how to, become fit and healthy. I was living the dream. I love music, so I was teaching music and doing recording albums. I was doing many, many, many different things. But there came to a point where I was very, very frustrated about my life. I felt like I was doing everything, but I was accomplishing nothing. There was just a lack of satisfaction in me. I felt like I wasn't really sure where I was headed in life. So what happened was, one day someone actually gave me a book called Dream It, Pin It, Live It by Terry Savelle Foy. Now, can I just say, I'm not usually a reader. Like, I don't read a lot because my job requires me to read all day, okay, as working as a lawyer. But there was something special about this book, and I started reading it, and I couldn't put the book down, and I read it, and I read it, and after I finished the book, there was like a call to action page where, you know, Terry said, well, now it's time for you to build your vision board and write down a list of goals. So I did that. I actually built myself a physical vision board. I collected different magazines. I had cardboards, glue, and tapes. You know, I'm a little bit traditional. I didn't make an electronic vision board. I made a physical vision board, right? And I was sticking pictures everywhere, and I was dividing them into sections. You know, I was like thinking, you know what, I want to pay off my debt. I want to get rid of my study loan. You know, I want to be able to go on vacations. I want to, you know, travel to these different countries. And I want to accomplish this and that in my life. So after having this vision board, I was thinking, well, great. But I also felt like I had to write a list of goals as to my short-term goals as to what I needed to do to accomplish those dreams. And I did. And after I wrote all the goals that I wanted to accomplish that particular year, I was completely overwhelmed. And I was like thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I don't think I can actually accomplish all this in 1 year, especially not with, you know, doing 5 jobs on the side, right? But something on the inside of me said to me, don't delete any of these goals, you know, don't reduce your goals, don't reduce your dreams, and just wait and see what happens. So I thought to myself, well, I haven't actually shared with anyone about my dreams, so I'm not going to get embarrassed. You know, I didn't post it on Facebook. I didn't tell my family members about it, except for my husband. I told him about it, and he's always supportive of me. But what happened was, in that same year, I accomplished at least 70% of the goal on that list. So what happened was, I actually wrote 3 books instead of 2, because 2 was on my list. I made a fitness website, and just so you know, I'm not a techie person. My background is law, and I've been practicing as a lawyer for years. So making a website, you know, doing HTML and that sort of thing is completely out of my league. But I did it that year. I even created and designed an electronic course. I made partner in a law firm, which gave me a lot of flexibility and also income increase. So I started to actually felt like I was satisfied with life, and my life just completely changed in that same year, and it has never been the same again. So my encouragement to you today is, if you haven't got a vision board, consider making yourself, whether it's an electronic vision board or a physical vision board. There is a scripture in the Bible in Habakkuk 2, it says, write your vision and make it plain or simple, so that those who read it may run with it. Now, I always say that there's no magical power when it comes to vision board. Like, making that vision board is not going to give you any extra power, you know. But what I believe is that it helps us to focus. You know, the scripture says, write your vision and make it plain. So I believe that it helps us to focus, you know, and it helps us to run, so that when we start to get weary, we begin to encourage ourselves. When things get tough, we focus and we say, you know what, we're not giving up, we're going to complete our goals, and we're going to run with passion. So that's my encouragement to you. Go ahead, make yourself a vision board today. And you can check out my other videos on how to make a vision board in 3 steps. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And finally, would you be so kind to hit the like and subscribe button, so that we can continue to send you messages on a weekly basis and help you stay motivated. That would mean the world to me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.